Going for two because you're looking so good, and
Oh,
sounding
thank
so
you, sweetie.
good.
It's fun,
Somebody wanted to know. Well, actually, they were talking about how Dwayne had played great with Eric on Mean Old World, but why did they leave that off the record?
I don't know. I don't know. I remember, you know what? There was, when we were recording, there was a couple of times that Tom Dowd wouldn't let anybody go into the studio.
Ah.
Because Eric and Dwayne, all alone in there.
Right.
Now, what took place on the other side of that door when that was going on, I don't know. And I don't know why they didn't use some of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to hear it. When I did this record, I was finished with it and doing something else. By the time, just sit around and listen to what I'd already done.
People don't do that.
No, and that would be some kind of a corporate something that they would leave it off. Maybe Eric said, "I don't like that one."
Oh yeah.
Let's pull that.
No telling because you were doing songs that you guys hadn't written anyway. So
Yeah.
that's strange.
So but he and Dwayne it was like two historians, about the blues and who was doing it and who was playing what and where and when. It was pretty interesting. I was the fly on the wall. I was standing there when all this was going down, especially after we went to the hotel room. Boy, that was good that night, being just standing there taking all that in. I knew that it was an important moment. And this was after we had finished Dwayne's last thing. Went back to the hotel room and didn't go back and listen to what we'd been recording. I went in and started playing. Went into Eric's room and I was just sitting on back against the wall.
Man, imagine if you had recorded that. Oh God.
I was recording it. I know what you mean, but that wouldn't have happened that way. Even though we had tape players and stuff, it wouldn't have happened that way.
Well, if I was there, it would have been. I'd have been doing it, right?
Yeah. But you were about 2 then.
No, I think I was like 9.
9
or something.
Yeah.
And here we are. Yeah, I don't remember anything. Let me see. And also, I'm just getting some of these questions that people have asked, and I didn't want to miss some of them. What was the car that you were driving that scared Keith Moon so much?
What, my Daytona?
Was it the Daytona?
That's the only one I was driving. Now, I got behind the wheel of a couple of his little cars. He had a Morgan, and the Morgan had a wooden frame, but this thing had a V8 engine in it. It would scream.
And he didn't have a license.
It'd make you break your teeth,
Well, he didn't have a license, is that correct?
No, and he put his AC Cobra over the fence, and Mooney would just drive all over his property. And didn't have a lot of property to drive on, but anyway, he was.
That has to be frustrating. No.
Oh, hell
license.
Yeah. And it's really tough getting a license over there. Eric didn't get his until, right after Domino's. When I moved over there, he got his license. And it had taken him like 4 or 5 years.
It literally takes years to get your license.
Yeah. And so they really cherish it.
Absolutely. Maybe they should
and
do that
here.
here.
And it looks good, too. Comes in a book. Look, all that. And the passports.
Well, of course. It's got to look very royal, right?
Yeah.
So you were talking today as we were driving home, so elated about your ear, about all the booze you used to have in England.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
When I had my place in Ascot, the same wine store, the vintner that took care of the Queen, the castle, with all of their wines and champagnes and beers, well, that was my guy. Well, and he and I became real tight when they had the silver anniversary, and they had these ales with a silver foil top and champagne. It was silver. Everything was silver.
Right.
He had all that, and that was the Queen's. Well, I got a big supply of it, filled the refrigerator full of champagne and white wine. All around the whole thing was all these beautiful wines, reds, all these beautiful wines, and coolers were full of the silver anniversary ales. Yeah. And I mean,
Didn't you
I
have
was thinking I was going to keep it, you know.
Didn't you have champagne as well?
Oh hell, the refrigerator was full of it. And I mean, but the bottles were sideways in there. Doo, 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 doo.
Oh God!
And it didn't have any shelves. It was just full of booze.
No food.
No, hell no, no food. That was my little wine area right there at the end of my kitchen, and I was getting the garbage men would come. I was really lonely. I was there by myself, you know, and the garbage men would come. I said, "Here comes have some of the Queen's champagne," you know. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I was getting everybody drunk, including myself.
You had nothing better to do.
I had nothing better to do. Go hang out with Bobby Keys and Donovan and drive my cars all over the place at night. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, I gotta say. But the waiting got old, you know.
Well, weren't you and Ronnie Wood friends as well?
Yeah, we were friends, but I've been to his place in Richmond a couple of times. But as a matter of fact, I saw a photo of that place today. And another thing today, the orange or tangerine racing orange Porsche that Eric got me when I first went to England. Somebody sent me photos of it being restored, so someone is restoring it.
It's beautiful.
I mean, it's just really, really immaculate. Every inch of it. And yeah, I thought about it and looked at it fondly. I remember everything, you know, about that.
And they
Porsche.
took a portion of the part of the film that you were in.
Yeah, part
driving
of that.
driving
Life
into
in 12
Hurtwood.
bars. Yeah.
Driving into Hurtwood with it.
Yeah, I almost took that kid out. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Funny stuff, you know, that's good. And somebody sent me this is like 2 years ago, guy sent me photos of my Daytona that had been restored and was being raced, and it had like number 12 on the side. Way cool.
That's the one that was taken from you.
Well, no, that's the 330 GTC. My Daytona was one I totaled out, you know, upside down, did my flying thing.
You sold it for nothing or two.
I sold it for nothing. That's all right. You know.
Do you wish
It
you had?
didn't do
Do you
anybody
wish?
any good.
Well, do you wish you had any of those cars today?
No. I got to experience them. They were all experiences, like my 62 Corvette in America and my little Triumph, you know, TR3. That was way cool. That was my first little sports car. But they were all experiences. Even my Mercedes and stuff were all experiences. And I gave I had a 91 560 SEC, two-door coupe ball that was nice. 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. My caddy will do that. But I gave it to my son. And
It didn't live for about a month.
I'm real happy about it, all of the cars that I got to experience. But if I had all of them, I'd have to have somewhere to keep them, and then that mean I would be stuck somewhere. You know, I'm burdened down with a bunch of things and stuff. You know, I don't. I think it has to do with the way I grew up. You know, I don't have much value in things and acquisitions and all of this stuff. Because you get bogged down. If you have another house or two houses, you got two houses. Well, how many rooms can you be in at once, you know? How many places can you be at once? I mean, damn. It's just, you know, that whole things and stuff. Then you got things and stuff. You got to worry about them and worry what to do with them if you ever want to move or do something. Got to figure it out. Have somebody come in and pick all your shit up for you, you know, and move. But it's like a bunch of stuff you got to worry about. No, I'm good with traveling light, baby. You know.
I know. You have a little fairy dancing all around your shoulder.
Yeah, that's good.
You do.
Feel them dancing on my shoulder.
You do. You have like a little Tinkerbell.
Me and my golden.
You have a little Tinkerbell on your shoulder. Oh,
that's good.
You're not going to believe it.
Yeah, I'm good with all that.
Okay.
I know what's going on. You know, I do. I know who I am. You know, I'm not this body, that's for sure. Yeah. It's a lot of fun being Bobby Whitlock these days.